All right, you guys. Hello, YouTube world. Hope you guys are doing great. I just wanted to say thank you for coming today, learning more about this growing system, aeroponics growing system. And so I'm going to wait a few seconds here to let people hop on. But for the most part, today we're going to be talking about this guy right here. Okay. We're going to be streaming also with TikTok people. And so it's going to be a fun day today. We're going to talk a lot about this system and how to get started with it, what I'm doing with it, and why I'm doing with it. And also, I want to talk to teachers as well, and share with them how this is a unique system to use in the school systems for STEM or any other gardening initiatives, right? So I want to talk about that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go into live. Okay. All right, you guys. Hello, TikTok world. Hope you're doing well. I've got a dual stream with the YouTube world as well, but just wanted to start this a little early. It's about 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see. Let me see how it is. So it is flip. Let's do this. There you go. Whoop. Let's do the other way. All right, let's not mirror that. Here we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right, you guys. And so I wanted to do this live today, you guys, to share with you guys a little bit more about what this is doing, what it's growing, how it's growing, and want to talk about how to get started as well. And then I wanted to reach out to the teachers in the crowd here as well and speak to you guys for a moment. And so, what's up, Kevin? Hope you're doing well. So this is a aeroponics system, which means that these plants grow in a medium like this, okay? And they have roots growing out of this rock wool, okay? Once they are mature, about 3 inches tall, a little bit more, you just pop them into these little grow spots and net pots. And within weeks, you get a tower looking like this that you can eat year round, okay? And so the main idea today, just like I said, I wanted to tell you guys what I'm doing with this, what I'm growing on here, and a little bit more to the teachers as well about how you guys can use this in the school systems for STEM, for your growing initiatives, your gardening projects and such. So I want to touch about that as well. And if anyone has any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments and let me know if you have any questions about this system, okay? A little story, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Eric Sue. I've been using this system since 2012, okay? So the last 12 years, me and my family have been able to grow with this systems indoors. This is an indoor system, but this system can be taken outdoors. And you can see, I'll turn those people around for those TikTok people, that there's a system right out there that I'm using to grow outdoors, okay? So it's very unique in a way that this system can be used in both situations, okay? How it basically works is that it has a water base, and that base you can see down in here is 20 gallons. They have a different unit as well. It's the home unit, okay? And I've got a whole overview of how much each unit is and what it looks like. If you go to my website, which is in my bio, and on the link tree, just click on that and you'll be taken to another section called gardening, and you can click on that to see a little bit more about these units. But for the most part, you can grow indoors or outdoors. If you're indoors, you have these lights as well, LEDs, that are on a timer right up in here. And it's set for me at least about 7, what is it? We'll call it 8 a.m. and then it turns off, or actually opens up about 6 a.m. and closes around 8 p.m. And so not all day. And if you're wondering, it doesn't take too much more electricity to run this all day. Actually, I haven't noticed huge increase in my electric bill, if anyone's wondering about that. But this system uses LEDs to grow indoors. And then this water here basically pumps up to the top. If we're lucky today, you'll probably hear it turn on, but pumps to the top of the system and sprinkles down into each of these uh, plant spots to give them nutrients. And that's the other thing. You need water, nutrients, and then you need sunlight. And this thing will grow on its own. It's weedless, meaning it can't grow weeds. And I don't want to deal with weeds. Who wants to deal with weeds? And so it can't grow weeds. It's water's conservative because the water goes down into this base and then it repumps and circulates up. And so depending on the type of plants I have on here, I filled this base up about 9 weeks ago, and so it's still actually not 9 weeks ago, about 6 weeks ago, and so it's still pretty full. I could show you how much water is in there, but I haven't filled it up or anything like that for about 6, I'm almost going 7 weeks. Okay, so this thing is pretty self-efficient, as you can see. Once you've harvested all of these plants, so let's just say recently I've been eating this bok choy, for example, here, and once it probably has grown fully for about 2, maybe 3 times, it's probably ended its life cycle. And so that's why I have these seedlings that I'll grow on a periodic basis. And so what happens is that once this has fully completed its growing cycle, I'll just take this one and pop it in, and then in a week or so I'll be harvesting more bok choy. I've got lettuce on here, by the way, so let's just go into what I've got on here. I've got some lettuce in here, I've got some bok choy in here, and the third thing here is right here in this middle section here and a few other spots, I've got strawberries. And if you're wondering, I just get regular seeds, right? And specifically the strawberries, okay, I'll tell you which one. The strawberry it is that I'm using. It is this one right here, okay? It is the Alpine strawberries, okay? And I got it in July, and so these have been, and then the week I got it, I think I started these seedlings. So I think it was the end of July specifically, which means that August through September, so that's 8 weeks, 60 days, this is the result right here. I'll give you guys a close-up on these strawberries here, okay? But these have been here for about 60 days, and they do say that about 90 days or so, they start fruiting, okay? So if you stay with me here, you guys could check out my growth over the next few weeks. So that 90 days would be, let's see, end of October is when I should be able to see some fruiting. And these guys are doing great. Strawberries, who doesn't like strawberries, right? It's not the cheapest thing in the world and can be pretty expensive to purchase. But we're going to be growing these here, and that's exciting. So that's what I'm growing. That's how I get started with these seeds, okay? You just have to pick up the seeds that you want to use, put it into a rock wool that looks something like this, okay? It's real easy to use, and let it grow, okay? Let it grow, and you should be good to go. Just remember to harvest when the plant, the lettuce, or whatever you're growing, Swiss chard, just make sure you harvest so that you promote growth. Now, the main question is like, how many fruits and vegetables can you grow? I've got a whole list here, and I think the last number that was thrown out there was like, I want to say 160 different items. So quite a bit. And your favorites are probably on this list. If you like herbs, you can grow herbs on here very easily. Cilantro, chives, dill, let's see, garlic chives, you name it, you can probably grow it on here. Herbs do great with this. If you're into lettuces, they got romaine lettuce. They've got endive lettuce. They've got mustard greens you can grow on here. You can grow Swiss chard on here. You can grow cucumbers. You can grow tomatoes. A lot of the fruits on here, okay, that you can grow on. I know this other um, YouTuber, TikToker who's doing really well sharing this information, grows so many different varieties of peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes. You can grow with this system a lot of things is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and yes, this can go higher. By the way, if you're curious to know how high, I think they have up to 10-foot high units. This one has 5 columns, and each column on this one has 4 growing spots. So there's 20 on this system, but you can extend it up and it can grow higher. Okay, so you can go up to, what is it, 10 feet, like I said, and it has some unique systems on there that helps it produce the produce and such. But anyhow, I do want to mention real quick here so that you guys know that there is a sale going on too. So if you're wondering, this Grow 50 discount, $50 savings ends September 30th, which is tomorrow, you guys, tomorrow. And so, not that there's huge urgency and you guys are like, oh, I didn't want to get one and save, but it is a great way to save. Now, speaking of how much these units cost, I know you can't see this really well. Okay, I'll try to get my best shot of it here for you guys. Okay, on the YouTube, I probably won't be able to see it too well. But this system right here is called the Flex system if you're looking at it, and it starts right here at $670. You get everything to get started with it. You get your nutrients, which looks something like this. These are the nutrients that you just have to pour in to the system. Okay, you get the pump that pushes the water to the top. However, if you want the lights, it's a separate cost. It's $350 for the lights. So this unit right here would be the best unit if you want to grow indoors, and you get everything to get started here for $1385, and not bad if you're thinking of getting a system that you can use year-round, no dirt, no weeds, saves you water, and think about all the produce you can grow on here, and you're saving the trips to the grocery store, the time you save there, and how fresh you're actually going to be eating, right? You can't put a price on that, I think, how fresh the food is. And if you've ever eaten homegrown tomatoes, whether it be from the soil or whatever, or anything homegrown, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. It is 10 times fresher and tastes better, doesn't it? So the quality is so much worth it for the price of what it costs. Now, there is installments if that's what you're needing to put this on, 12 months, I believe, or there's four payments as well. And you'll see it on the link or the website. Just go to my profile, and you'll be able to see my link tree. And in my link tree, you'll see the first link is gardening, and just click on that, and you'll be taken to the page that talks more about these systems and units. Okay, so, but for now, you have until tomorrow to save $50. Okay, so GROW, GROW 50 is the discount code. Highly recommend it if you guys want to get started. We can grow together, we can connect and grow a community of growers, right? And share what we know about this system. There is a huge community of people who are already using this. Now, for those who just want to transition into teachers and people who are in the education world here, schools are doing a lot with this right now. If you think about the Green Bronx machine, I'll throw that out there. If you've never heard of Stephen Ritz, go Google him, Stephen Ritz, Green Bronx machine, and you will see that he is doing amazing work regarding these in-school systems, right? And just recently, over the last month or so, the Chicago public school system where I'm at, they've been really heavily investing in these systems for their public schools. And so glad to be a part of that and seeing what they can do with these systems in their schools. So as far as how teachers can get involved, if you are interested in learning more about this, you can go to the website, or you can connect with me to ask some questions about how you guys can maybe get a funding or something like that, so that you guys can get these into your schools. My alma mater, high school, they're using these as well in Lombard, Illinois. And so this is something that the kids will definitely learn more about in the coming years, because it's just more significant in STEM and such. And the curriculum out there that exists for this is amazing, right? The support that you guys can get. You know, the teachers are probably thinking, well, how can I use it? Well, you don't have to think about it all yourself, because there's a lot of data and a lot of information over the last 4 or 5 years that have been collected, so that you guys can just leverage off of that. And so there's curriculum that has been created. Stephen Ritz specifically has spearheaded that. And it's an exciting time, if you're a teacher, to just start thinking about how this could be utilized in your school for the purposes of agriculture, the purposes of science, the purposes of just knowing how a plant grows and such is so significant, I feel, right? I can remember going to Boys and Girls Clubs. That's another area that I was setting these units up. And by the way, if you are know anyone who is involved with Boys and Girls, this is a system that you guys can get for free. Yes, for free. You just have to fill out a form and submit some documentation. With my help, we can grow together, right? But anyhow, at the Boys and Girls Clubs, I would bring this system in, teach them how to grow the seedlings and such, and just the fact that they were so involved with the process. I think as kids, I think everything is new. I've got 2 little ones, and they even want to be a part of what this is all about, and seeing it grow, and taking care of plants, and doing all that stuff to be in charge of their supply, if you will. Okay, and so I think it was interesting to see the first time when I did this several years ago, but now with my own kids, I can see it again, that they are really taking ownership of this concept, right? And so so schools can really benefit from this. And so, like I said, if you are a teacher or someone who knows of a teacher, go ahead and let them know that there are programs, curriculum specifically, that talk about how this works in schools. We'll love to have a conversation with you guys. If you want, go ahead and reach out to me, and we'll get you set up with that information. But the whole thing behind this, in my opinion, is that with this, you guys can do so much to educate kids, educate yourself, grow fresh food, and it goes a long way, I feel. My family enjoys this every day pretty much, because it grows fresh food, and like I said before, who doesn't like fresh food? I'm excited about this strawberry too, and in the next 30 days, hopefully, I will be able to see fruit, and hopefully you guys, if you stay with me, you will also see that as well. Okay. Does anybody have any questions out there just before I continue rambling on? No? So, like I said, this is a aeroponic system that basically water at the base of this thing, of this system, pushes water up to the top, and then it